How to check AC gas without gauges. Myth versus reality explained. Hello everyone, welcome back to HVAC official channel. One of the most common questions people ask is, can I check my AC gas without using pressure gauges? Many YouTube videos claim you can simply touch the copper pipes, look for ice, or feel the air temperature and instantly know whether your AC gas is low. But is that really true? In today's video, we'll separate myth from reality. I'll explain which signs can give you clues about refrigerant problems, which methods are completely unreliable, and how HVAC professionals accurately diagnose refrigerant-related issues. Whether you're a homeowner, HVAC student, or technician, this guide will help you avoid common misconceptions. Let's get started. What does AC gas actually mean? First, let's clear up one misunderstanding. When people say AC gas, they are referring to the refrigerant, such as R32, R410A, R22, or R134A depending on the system. The refrigerant circulates continuously inside a sealed refrigeration system. Important fact: refrigerant does not get consumed during normal operation like fuel in a car. If refrigerant becomes low, it almost always means there is a leak somewhere in the system, and simply adding more refrigerant without repairing the leak is not the correct solution. Myth number 1. Touch the copper pipe and you'll know the gas level. This is probably the most common advice found online. Some people say, if the large copper pipe feels cold, the gas is okay. This is only partially true. During normal cooling operation, the larger insulated suction line is often cool or cold, because low-temperature refrigerant returns to the compressor. However, pipe temperature alone cannot tell you whether the refrigerant charge is correct. A system may have slightly low refrigerant, and the pipe may still feel cool. Likewise, airflow problems or dirty coils can change pipe temperature even when the refrigerant charge is correct. So this method is not reliable for diagnosing refrigerant level. Myth number 2. Ice means low gas. Another common belief is, if ice forms on the indoor coil or copper pipe, the AC definitely has low gas. This is not always true. Ice can form because of dirty air filters, blocked airflow, a faulty indoor blower fan, a dirty evaporator coil, low refrigerant caused by a leak, or a malfunctioning expansion device. Therefore, ice formation tells you there is a problem, but it does not identify the exact cause. Myth number 3. Weak cooling always means low refrigerant. Poor cooling is another symptom that many people immediately blame on low gas. In reality, reduced cooling can be caused by many different problems. For example, dirty condenser coils, dirty air filters, incorrect thermostat settings, weak capacitor, compressor problems, faulty sensors, electrical faults, blocked airflow. Low refrigerant is only one possible cause, not the only cause. Professional technicians always inspect the complete system before concluding that refrigerant is low. Signs that may indicate low refrigerant. Although you cannot accurately measure refrigerant without proper tools, certain symptoms may suggest that the refrigerant charge could be low. These include: the AC runs continuously but never reaches the desired temperature. Cooling performance gradually decreases over time. Ice forms on the evaporator coil or suction line. The compressor runs longer than normal. The electricity bill increases while cooling decreases. Some inverter systems display refrigerant-related fault codes. Remember, these are only indicators, not proof. Further testing is always required. What professional technicians actually check? Professional HVAC technicians never guess the refrigerant charge. Instead, they inspect several factors together. They check operating pressures using a manifold gauge set, airflow across the evaporator and condenser, supply and return air temperatures, electrical current drawn by the compressor, indoor and outdoor coil condition, leak locations using electronic leak detectors or approved leak detection methods. superheat and subcooling values when applicable, following the manufacturer's service procedures. These measurements provide a much more accurate diagnosis than simply touching copper pipes. Can you check refrigerant without gauges? The honest answer is, you can observe symptoms, but you cannot accurately confirm the refrigerant charge without proper diagnostic procedures. A technician may suspect a refrigerant problem based on system behavior, but confirming the correct charge requires appropriate measurements and manufacturer-recommended procedures. Avoid making decisions based only on internet myths or a single symptom. What homeowners can check safely? Before calling an HVAC technician, there are several things homeowners can safely inspect. Check that the thermostat is set to cool mode. Clean the indoor air filters. Make sure supply and return air vents are not blocked. Inspect the outdoor unit for dirt, leaves, or debris. Listen for unusual noises. Check whether the indoor fan and outdoor fan are operating. These simple inspections can often identify common problems unrelated to refrigerant. When should you call an HVAC technician? If your AC continues to cool poorly after basic maintenance, or you notice ice formation, repeated error codes, oil stains near refrigerant connections, or a significant drop in performance, it's time to call a qualified HVAC technician. The technician should first locate and repair any refrigerant leak before recharging the system. Simply adding refrigerant without repairing the leak is not a permanent solution. Common mistakes to avoid. Many people make expensive mistakes when trying to solve cooling problems. Avoid these common errors. Do not assume every cooling problem is caused by low refrigerant. Do not add refrigerant without identifying the cause. Do not ignore ice formation on the indoor coil. Do not continue running the AC if airflow is severely restricted. Do not rely on social media myths instead of proper diagnosis. Professional troubleshooting always follows a systematic process. Conclusion. So, can you check AC gas without gauges? The answer is, not accurately. You can observe symptoms that suggest a possible refrigerant issue, but symptoms alone cannot confirm whether the refrigerant charge is correct. Proper diagnosis requires checking the entire HVAC system and using professional testing methods according to the manufacturer's recommendations. Understanding the difference between myths and facts can save you money, prevent unnecessary repairs, and help keep your air conditioner operating safely and efficiently. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to HVAC Official Channel.